to their physicality? Coach said you guys were reactionary and kind of climbing uphill, if you will. How do you respond in Game 3 to their physicality?
Well, we got to come out with a better mindset, set the tone. You know, understand that's what they're looking to do is, you know, kind of like impose their will. So can't allow them to do that.
From a fundamental basketball standpoint, what's the biggest concern in terms of things you need to fix for Game 3?
Yeah, just owning your spot. You know, that's part of fundamentals. Using a little bit of deception, like V cuts, L cuts. You know, taking them lower than you need to go to get to the spot on the floor. So, just setups in general. I think that's going to contribute to fundamentals. Ball screening is going to be important. Rip throughs. You know, just back to basics.
Coach said he didn't want to flush this one. How do you use this as motivation?
Well, honestly, no loss feels good. You know, not even entirely sure.
How can you draw on experience, whether it's the loss to the Clippers in Game 3 or last year some tough playoff losses, and showing y'all can bounce back? Can you draw on that experience, I guess?
Sure. You know, I like the way this team responds, so I'm excited for Game 3.
How do you get them off of Jokic from being so physical? Is that as teammates, can you do that through schemes and picks and ways to get them away from him a little bit?
Yeah, you can, but if they're gonna let them push him and shove him, like two hands on him, root him out with the knee, you know, you got elbows and all types of stuff they're doing to him that's not necessarily legal. There's not much that you can do. Got to play through it. If they're not going to call it, then they're not going to call it. But, yeah, we can help hit them, but, you know, they're fouling the guy.
You were one of the guys who were kind of arguing that fifth call, that when the J-League went back into him and reviewed it. What did you see there?
Yeah, they're calling the second foul almost every time. You know, they're fouling Joker first, and then, you know, Joker's reactionary, and they do get the second guy a lot of the times. But they're fouling him, you know, point blank period throughout the game. And it's the thing where, you know, you can't call every foul, or you'd be calling a foul every single play. But they're fouling him. I also mentioned a joke. You got to play through it. You know, he got to play through it. You got to be stronger, be more physical. All of us do. We all got to play through it because, you know, they're not going to call a foul every single play.
Yeah,
it's a very handsy team.
That's not the first team that's tried to do that to him, though, right?
No, but they're letting a lot go.
How beneficial was it to have Game 3 and 4 at home now, and taking that first one here?
Very important. Very important. Obviously, we didn't like the outcome of this game, but we did what we came here to do, and that was get home court.
AG, what have you seen from DA in terms of how he's handled or addressed the team after the two big losses this postseason?
DA's been excellent.
Was there any as to you guys not wanting to play in the third quarter, or did you guys want to be out there even with the margin where it was?
No, we didn't think about that.
How much does Russ mean to you guys against a team like this that extends pressure, and having a guy that can just kind of get downhill on a straight line?
Huge. Russ has been huge for us all year long, so we expect him to continue to play that way.
Aaron, can you describe the mental toughness, the mental fortitude that it takes to be able to keep your composure and play through that physicality?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, in a game you get smoked by 40, it's not the referees, it's not the officiating. So we got to forget about that in the first place. So we just need to continue to execute, be sharp, be strong. And just focus on our game.
Thanks, AG.
Thanks, AG.
Yeah.